Hey, welcome to The Best You. I'm Shauna. I'm a life coach and energy healer in Ireland. Here I post little tools and techniques that you can use to be the best you can be. In my one-on-one coaching sessions, I go a little bit deeper into these techniques and some more that I don't share here. But I've got a great video in store for you today. Let's pop over and check it out. Enjoy. So the definition of gratitude is the quality of being thankful and the readiness to show appreciation for and return in kindness. But to me, it mainly just shows that you don't take stuff for granted, that you take a moment to say thank you and to be thankful for the stuff that you have in your life and the people that are around you. So I'm going to lead you through a 5-day challenge to help you raise your vibration, like I mentioned in my previous video on the law of attraction, which if you haven't had a look at, I'd recommend going and checking it out. So this video is probably going to be about 10 to 15 minutes long, but there are going to be 5 different stages in it. So I recommend going and grabbing a notebook and we're going to kickstart the 5-day gratitude challenge. So day 1, becoming a noticer. A grateful heart notices the good things that are present in your life. So in other words, when you're being grateful, you're constantly looking at the things that you have in your life that are good. So you're not looking for the next thing that you're going to get. You're not constantly frustrated. Rather, you're noticing and paying attention to the good things that are coming into your life and that are already present here. Could be simple things like a delicious meal, or a valuable conversation you had with somebody, or just the presence of somebody in your life, or an item you have, or an object, or a place. Simple little things like that. If you really want to be good at gratefulness, you need to be noticing the things that are in your life, whether they're big or small. And to do this is a very simple task. So the challenge for day 1 is to go and notice 10 things that you're grateful for and write them down. Try to find something within the first 5 minutes of waking up. It can be anything. And if you're struggling to find something to be grateful for the fact that you're alive, that you woke up this morning, because there's people who didn't. You get to live in this world and experience the wonderful joys that it has to bring. So be grateful for just that. And if you get 10 things early in the day, go for 20. The more things you have to be grateful for, the happier you're going to be. And the moment you notice something to be grateful for, give it thanks. You say, I'm grateful for, and then insert whatever you're grateful for, and say a little thank you to it. I dare you to comment below 3 things that you're grateful for right now. Let's pop over to day 2. So day 2 is about gratefulness journaling. So if you haven't already, pop me on pause and go get yourself a pen and a paper. So gratefulness journaling takes the task of noticing that little bit further. Because when you notice something to be grateful for, you take a moment and you write it down. You might be thinking, why is it important to write things down? Well, there's 2 reasons for that. The first is because when you do write something down, it gives you a moment to reflect. Especially when you write something by hand, it gives you a second and forces you to pay attention. The second reason is that it reinforces it in your mind, so it's like getting to be grateful for them twice. And this practice of double gratefulness can literally double your joy. So your challenge for day 2 is, with your journal, you write down at the end of each day 10 things that you're grateful for. And they don't have to be big things, they can be little things, like you're grateful that you woke up, you're grateful for running water, anything simple like that. And when you've written out those 10 things that you're grateful for, write out your reason why you're grateful for each individual thing. You know, what about them makes you grateful for them? Why are you grateful for them? And then at the very end, give thanks for every individual thing. This task shouldn't take you too long at all, maybe 5-10 minutes. The goal is to just put you in a state of gratitude before you go to sleep. Let's move on to day 3. So day 3 is all about the power of saying thank you. I know, they're 2 little words. Thank you, that's it. They're very simple. It's a phrase that we normally reserve for someone who's held the door open for us. It's a phrase that we don't say enough. But can you imagine how much better your life would be if you just simply said thank you to everybody? It can be simple things like thanking your colleague for replying to an email very quickly, or to your boss for letting you go home like 30 minutes early, or thank you to your partner or your housemate for cooking dinner or doing the washing up, or thank you for a meaningful conversation that you're after having with someone. Being thankful to others profoundly changes your relationships with them. When you're constantly thanking other people, your heart is filled with joy and you're in a constant state of gratitude. So your challenge for day 3 is to make a conscious effort to say thank you. Try and notice 10 things today that you can say thank you to somebody for. They don't have to be big things, they can be small things. Even the smallest bit of thankfulness can bring joy into your life. You'll discover that the practice of gratitude can completely change your relationships with people. They'll be a lot more receptive, more open, more willing to share their lives with you, and you'll just be thankful to have them in your life. The practice of gratitude is so powerful, so much so that it can change your relationships forever and for the better. So let's move on to day 4. So for day 4, the challenge for today is all about gratitude affirmations. Gratitude affirmations go beyond saying thank you or gratitude journaling. It's the act of being grateful without feeling grateful. They are active, positive, and enthusiastic statements to your God or the universe or to whoever you believe in. And as I said before, they're not based on you feeling grateful. And that's the key distinction here. Rather than you are choosing to be grateful for things even when you don't feel it. And we have 2 types of gratitude affirmations. The first being when you're grateful for the things that you already have. You affirm that you have received an endless bounty of good things, and you get specific about the blessings that you want to be thankful for. The second one is future orientated. So you're going to be thankful for the stuff that you are going to receive in your life. The 2 affirmations are both critical. The first because it helps you be grateful in the moment, and the second because it helps you live in a constant appreciation of future gratefulness. So the day 4 challenge is we're going to create a present gratitude affirmation and we're going to create a future gratitude affirmation. So let's start with the present one. When it comes to the present gratitude affirmation, you want to get specific and you want to think of as many things as you can. Start the sentence with I am grateful for, and start to rhyme off and list off the numerous things that you can be grateful for. So an example of this could be I am grateful for all the blessings that I have received today. I am grateful for my friends. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for the delicious meal I ate last night. I am grateful for the good night's sleep that I got. I am grateful for the wonderful cup of tea I'm going to make. If at all possible, try your best to say a gratitude affirmation at least once a day. This practice will help you develop an attitude for constant gratitude. And when it comes to the future affirmation, you want to think about all the good things that are going to come into your life. What are your dreams, your aspirations, your goals? What is it that you want? And this is where the law of attraction can come in as well. If you think about what you want and you get focused on it, you will attract it. Where energy goes, energy flows. And an example of this affirmation will be, I'm grateful for the many blessings that are going to come into my life, today, tomorrow, and every day in the future. I receive them with open arms. I am grateful for the spiritual and physical blessings that I'm going to receive. I am grateful for the enjoyment I'm going to experience in life, the friendships I'm going to have, the relationships I'm going to enjoy. I'm grateful for the food I'm going to eat. I'm also grateful for the money I'm going to make and the ability that's going to give me to do much good in the world. I am grateful for all the good things that are in store for me. With these affirmations, you want to get specific. The universe loves specificity. Now let's pop on to day 5. So for day 5, we're talking about the silver lining. So it might be cliche to say that there's a silver lining in every situation. But in other words, there is always a reason to be grateful, even more so in the hard and challenging times. The ability to be grateful, even in the darkest situations, is what sets apart the grateful people from everybody else. And the truth is, when you're constantly looking for the good in the situation, it completely changes your outlook. Suddenly, everything's not so doom and gloom. Rather, you're able to see that even in the most difficulty, there's still good. If you want to grow into a truly grateful person, this is a skill that you have to master. You must learn the fine art of seeing the good in every situation, regardless of how hopeless it seems. I have a quote from Rabbi Harold Kushner that I'd like to read to you. If you concentrate on finding whatever is good in every situation, you will discover that your life will suddenly be filled with gratitude, a feeling that nurtures the soul. So here's your challenge for day 5. I want you to think of a difficult situation that you're currently facing. And with your pen and paper or your journal at this point, I want you to write down these 4 questions and reflect and answer them truthfully. Question 1. What valuable lesson can I learn from this situation? Question 2. What good thing can come out of this challenge? Question 3. How can this difficulty make me a better person? And question 4. In 5 years' time, how will I look back on this situation? Don't gloss over these questions. Take the time to answer them truthfully. You'll find that the longer you spend answering these questions, you'll find your heart filling with gratitude. You'll begin to see that in every situation there is something that you can learn from it. And you want to repeat these 4 questions for any difficult situation that you're facing. Delve into it deeper. How does walking through these questions change your perspective on things? And that's all for the 5-day gratitude challenge. Let's do a quick recap before we finish this video. So day 1 was about becoming a noticer, noticing 10 things that you can be grateful for. Day 2 was all about gratitude journaling. So the quick recap we have was day 1 was becoming a noticer, notice 10 things to be grateful for. Day 2 was all about gratitude journaling. At the end of every day, write down 10 things that you're grateful for. Day 3 was all about the power of saying thank you. Find 10 things to say thank you for. Day 4 was all about your positive affirmations. Create your positive gratitude affirmation for the present and for the future. And then day 5 was all about the silver lining. There's always a reason to be grateful. Hey, I wanted to jump on real quick and say thanks for watching the video the whole way through. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. And if you want more information on the one-on-one coaching sessions, you can always reach me on my email. It's info@shaunamccue.com. I'm also going to leave my link tree for the rest of my socials in the description below. Have a great day.